I was supposed to film this video hours ago, but I kept procrastinating and I didn't feel like doing anything. I woke up this morning super tired and not in the mood. I'm in my luteal phase in the menstrual cycle and no zeal to do anything. But then I was able to push myself forward and I rode my spin bike. I was supposed to do it for about 5 minutes because I told myself, okay, I'm just gonna ride even if it's for 5 minutes, and five turns to 10 to 15 until I finish the whole class, which was a 30 minutes class. And I felt so much better after that. And that taught me something that sometimes when we're trying to create something or when we're trying to do something that could change our lives, our nervous system tries to protect us because that thing we want to do is something they're not used to. It's like during primitive times when we're in the jungle and we hear a rustle of the leaves and we don't know if it's air moving the leaves or it's actually the footstep of a lion. So we get into the fight or flight mode. But if you can push past that fear and you keep going, your life begins to change because life starts at the end of your comfort zone. I have this friend that since January, she's been going live on TikTok. And it's a must for her to go live. Even if she doesn't feel like it, she goes live. And what she says is she does that so that her nervous system doesn't get used to making excuses. Now, from a scientific point of view, what she's doing is training her neural pathways because this brain we have is very flexible. The brain, the nervous system likes to stay in one spot in the familiar. But when you keep taking it repeatedly towards the unfamiliar, especially if the unfamiliar would change your life in a positive way, it starts to change. You're creating new neural pathways to this new beginning. Right? So that is what we need to do. So whoever is watching this video, maybe there's something you're trying to do, but you find yourself procrastinating. Procrastination is your nervous system trying to protect you. But whatever you resist most times is the answer to your prayers. So we have to keep going. We have to keep showing up. Even making this video today, today's a Friday. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make so many videos. I'm going to do schoolwork. I'm going to do this, do that. But then my nervous system is like, no, no, we're used to starting things and not finishing. We're used to not being consistent. That's what we're used to, girl. And I'm like, sis, we're creating new neural pathways. I'm gonna show up even if I don't feel like it. Because this making this content or making this video, sharing this information, is not about me. It's about sharing what I've learned during my dark moon phase with the collective and hoping that my story or the lessons I've learned during my own dark moon phase can help anyone starting in their journey. So we have to show up. That is why in my videos, I always talk about love, creating from a place of love. Because when you create from a place of love, you're creating from a place of higher consciousness and you care about the people outside of you because you've learned that everything outside of you is a mirror of your internal world. Because everything outside of us is consciousness pushed out. Even the people that, hurt us and harm us or whatever, there's a reason why they're there. They're there to teach us a lesson. We don't have to be best friends with them, but when we understand that they are there to teach us lessons, we can look at them from a place of love and not allow whatever they're doing affect our daily lives, right? So when you feel like doing something or when you know that you need to do something to change your life, but your nervous system is trying to protect you by keeping you stuck in your comfort zone, tune into that frequency of love. Tune into that energy of love. Think of the people that you're going to serve. The problem is when we're trying to start something, like I'm not gonna lie to you, starting the social media, I'm like, oh, I want to do it because I want to get money, I want freedom and all that. It's going to come. But the first thing that we need to do and think about is how to be of service. Because when you're in service of mankind, you would never lack. The universe would always bless you because you're doing the work of higher consciousness. And then you find joy, you find happiness, right? Because you're serving others. I don't know about you, but when I'm there for people, when I'm able to help people, I'm happier. I have joy. And joy is on that same frequency of love. And when we're in that frequency of love, joy, gratitude, we can manifest and attract the things that we want. So next time that you plan to do something for yourself, for your career and all, and you don't feel like doing it, speak to yourself that you can do it, that you are someone that says that they will do something and they accomplish it. They always finish what they start. And then connect that energy of love. Sometimes what I do is I repeat the word love and I breathe in and breathe out love, love, love. Because the English word love doesn't even explain the profundity of the meaning of that word. In my culture, love is ifunanya, which means to see someone. Ifumadunanya, to see someone. And how do you see someone? You see past their limitations and you see into their consciousness, into their soul. And you understand that everyone is part of that universal consciousness. Everyone is part of that source consciousness. And we are all source consciousness having a human experience. This is the goal of enlightenment. To transcend race, to transcend social class, to transcend caste system and all that, and coming back into wholeness, into oneness. So I just wanted to make this video about this because, it was very hard for me to come out here and speak, but I have to push myself and feed my baby. I see my YouTube as my child. And if it was a human child, I won't abandon it or I won't feed it. I won't say, oh, I'm not feeding my child because I'm tired. I'll find an inner strength to move forward. So this is what we need to do to build new neural pathways. So if this video spoke to you, please let me know down below about your thoughts and please share it with your friends and like it so that YouTube can push this video to the collective. Thank you so much. My name is Pamela, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.